friend once told me life is just like a race. Each 10 laps equaling 1 year of life. Sometimes you're winning, sometimes you're losing. But your main goal is to reach the finish line and prepare for the next race. We live by this analogy, but we didn't account for the common aspect of racing, the crash. It was July 25th, 2009. I was a youngin' working at a skating rink, putting all my money into my brand new graduation present, a 2004 Ford Mustang. At the same time, my buddy Jamal was riding around town in his beautiful hand-me-down 1998 Cobra. Boy, was that car beautiful. At this time, I was preparing myself to head down to Charlotte and attend Johnson C. Smith University, Charlotte's premier, well, you know the rest. And Jamal was preparing himself to enlist into the United States Air Force. With our earlier philosophy of life being the same as a race, we decided to put two and two together and put our lives on the line for a race. My basic modded Mustang up against his overly powered Cobra, putting out 200 horses at 4,000 revs, along with 225 pounds of torque, I was obviously writing a check my ass couldn't cash. As we approached our spot for the race, the road was long, narrow, and straight. Some good old American country fun. As our two muscle cars went into high gear and neared the finish line, it happened. Jamal and his pretty red Cobra went flying into an oak tree. As I whipped my Sting around to make sure he was alive, he used his soon-to-be military skills and elbow crawled out of the tortured convertible. With tears rolling down my eyes, he looked at me and told me to leave. He said if I didn't, we'd never live our dreams. We'd be in jail. Leaving Jamal in pain on that ground was the hardest thing I ever had to do. Come to find out, it was only his femur that was broken. The funny thing is, till this day, he still doesn't believe in a higher power. But I know it was God that was with us that night because Jamal was clearly not supposed to make it out of that car alive. Months later, he made a full recovery and was finally able to achieve his goal of the Air Force and I was slaving away in classrooms at Smith. This fool even had the nerve to go and buy another much more powerful Cobra. Some people never learn.
Yeah.
Leaving Jamal on that ground hurt was the hardest thing I ever had to do. I mean, I never thought I'd be put in a position where one of my friends was close to death, or at least that's what I thought. But the fact that he was brave enough to tell me to go on and leave him there was probably the best thing that ever happened to me. It led me to go to college and also for him to go on to his Air Force career. So for that, I'm forever indebted to him. In my home state, street racing is illegal. I mean, you could lose your license, even worse, someone could end up hurt or even lose their life. So I mean, if you got it, drive it like you stole it. Please be safe and always do everything according to the law.